In this video, we continue to discuss about the bacteria cell wall. Especially, we will discuss about the endotoxin. So, what types of bacteria produce the endotoxin? Now, we will look at it. As you know already, bacteria have two types. Number one is gram positive bacteria, and we have gram negative bacteria. So let me draw the cell wall and the cell wall of the both gram positive and gram negative. And first we will draw the inner membrane. The inner membrane of the both. And here in the gram negative bacteria we also have inner membrane like this. So this, you know this already. The inner membrane is made of the lipid, or we call this membrane inner membrane we call lipid bilayer. The same for positive bacteria. Then the outside, you know already, outside of the both gram positive and negative, they have a cell wall, and this cell wall is made of sugar backbone and peptide chain. But you remember that in the gram positive bacteria, the cell wall is very thick. But in the gram negative bacteria, the cell wall is very thin like this. Both are made of peptidoglycan. So the whole structure here we call peptidoglycan. Yeah, but the cell wall of the gram negative bacteria is very thin, and the cell wall of gram positive bacteria is very thick like this. So this you know already. So I will not focus much on this. Now I will focus on this. Now we will focus on the gram negative bacteria. So gram negative bacteria, they have one more membrane. In that the gram positive bacteria don't have this. And what is that? They have the gram negative bacteria, they have the additional membrane, and this membrane we call outer membrane. And here is the inner membrane, and here is the outer membrane. And the gram positive bacteria, they have only inner membrane and the cell wall. That's all. Now, this membrane, outer membrane, we will discuss detail about this outer membrane and what is the special thing and what is the unique thing of this outer membrane. This outer membrane also made of lipid we call phospholipid. This membrane is made of phospholipid. Now let me expand it, and then you will see phospholipid. And then you will see they have two layers like this. Two layers. So on this layer we have an inner leaf, and this is the inner leaf, and this is the outer leaf. What we call here inner leaf and outer leaf. Inner and outer. Then on this inner leaf we also have what it is. This is phosphates, and what it is. This is lipid facts. So right here, inner leaf of this, I'm talking about outer membrane. The outer membrane is made of two layers. The inner layer we call inner leaf. Inner leaf, here we have phosphates, and here we have lipid here. Okay, and outer membrane. So outer membrane here and outer leaf here, they have the special types of phospholipid here. I will draw here. Here they have the very special types of phospholipid here. Okay, yeah. And this phospholipid here, they make of a very special types of phospholipid here. And this is one monosaccharide, this is another monosaccharide. So here we have two saccharides here. Two saccharides here, then we call disaccharide. We don't say two saccharide, but we call monosaccharide. So remember, the outer leaf of the outer membrane, they have a very unique type of phospholipid. And these phospholipids, they have one monosaccharide and the second monosaccharide. Both monosaccharide we call disaccharide. Clear? So on this disaccharide, they have, and they bring what? They have phosphate here. They also bring phosphate here. This monosaccharide have one phosphate here, and this monosaccharide have one phosphate here, and both now disaccharide here with two phosphates here we call disaccharide diphosphate. Now the name is a disaccharide diphosphate here. Diphosphate. You know, phosphate is a molecule energy, right? Now, down to this phosphate, we have a special type of lipid here. This is also lipid. Now you see, this is lipid, and this is lipid, and this is also lipid. Okay, but a very special type of lipid here. Okay, they are like couple. So they are like couple, and both they have lipid down to here. The leg is a lipid. Okay, and on the gram-negative bacteria, they have a special type of lipid in the outer leaf, and this lipid, what we call this lipid, is a very unique lipid nowadays. The name of this lipid is a myristic acid. Myristic acid. This lipid we call myristic acid. Right. Now, this full disaccharide diphosphate here with myristic acid here, or we call the lipid here, and this complex we call what we call now we call lipid A. Now we call lipid A. Okay. Again, here you know that disaccharide with one monosaccharide, second monosaccharide become disaccharide, and on disaccharide we have a lipid here. This lipid we call myristic acid. And this myristic acids both disaccharide, diphosphate, and they have two phosphate here also, right? And then now it's become together. This complex we call lipid A. Clear? And this lipid A, you will know the importance of the lipid A right now. And this lipid A, they crowd together. What they crowd together like this. They crowd together by carbohydrate. The carbohydrate means they crowd both this couple crowd together by carbohydrate, and this carbohydrate we call the carbohydrate. What we call carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Yeah, and this carbohydrates on this crowd they have the feather here. What they have? Feather, and this feather we call polysaccharide. Now, again, you see here again, this is a disaccharide with lipid here, and together we call, and with phosphate here. This complex together we call lipid A, right? And this lipid A, on this they crowd together, this couple crowd together by carbohydrates. Okay, and on this carbohydrates, they have feather. It looks like the feather. This feather we call polysaccharide. And now the whole complex, including polysaccharide, which we call lipid A, and polysaccharides which call carbohydrate. The whole complex here we call the we call what we call lipopolysaccharide. Polysaccharide. Okay, so the whole complex we call the lipopolysaccharide. So what is the lipopolysaccharide? This is the very toxic. This is the very toxic. Means this is the toxins. Lipopolysaccharide is the toxin of the gram-negative bacteria. Yeah, this polytoxin, this lipopolysaccharides we can call endotoxin. Now what we call endotoxin? This endotoxin is very dangerous for if who is suffering from the lipopolysaccharides, or we call endotoxins. So they put their condition is very bad, means very dangerous. This lipopolysaccharide, this is one kind of toxin and kill many people. They kill many people, even they are in ICU. You know ICU? ICU. They are in the intensive care unit in the hospital. So the patient who are suffering from this lipopolysaccharide, okay, even when they are in ICU, intensive care unit, in the hospital, and many patients die because of this toxin. And these toxins are only present on the gram-negative bacteria. They don't present in the gram-positive bacteria. Because gram-positive bacteria, they don't have this outer membrane. And this endotoxin, you know, that's integral part of the gram-negative bacteria. We call integral part. Integral parts means the part they cannot remove. Okay, they cannot remove these parts, and they don't have in the gram-positive bacteria. So this is a very important. So one thing you need to remember, why this endotoxin or lipopolysaccharides are very dangerous and very toxic. Why? Because they provoke or they activate the macrophages or endothelial cell produce so many in your body. They provoke macrophages or endothelial cell produce a lot of cytokines like interleukin 1, interleukin 2 or 6 or interleukin 8, and produce a lot of nitric oxide. Yeah, so this is the very important thing, integral part of gram-negative bacteria you have to remember. Yeah, so thank you so much. That's all about the cell wall of the gram-negative bacteria and gram-positive bacteria.